But when we moved here, we just started with a garden and a few fruit trees. The ones over here behind me, the bigger ones, they were semi-dwarfs, but they're kind of big now, a little bigger than I really wanted them to be. But we started with those in a garden, and through the years, it just kind of evolves. You know, you change things. You start with one thing, and you kind of evolve into something else. My neighbors, you know, some think it's great, some think it's a little over the top. Some question why I don't live in the country, but my wife never wanted to live in the country. She grew up a country girl, didn't want to live there. She grew up on, you know, out in the farming areas, didn't want to live there. She likes being in the city. It's okay. A few years ago, I started reading about a thing called aquaponics, and then 3 years ago, my wife was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and we knew if we wanted to be self-reliant, we needed to have some form of protein, because things that are food storage type items, you know, your rice, potatoes, macaroni, that's not good for a person who has diabetes. And so we knew we had to have some kind of renewable protein. And the lights went on about the aquaponics because we know that's growing fish and plants together. And if you grow an edible type of fish, there's your protein source, or a good renewable protein source. And so 2 summers ago, well, last summer, we started construction on the greenhouse and built the greenhouse. And this summer we've been focused on getting an aquaponics system inside operational. And we're just about there, you know, but like I said, we're always under construction, we're always evolving, always changing. You find things you don't like, you fix it, you redo it, you make something new, you know. If it doesn't work, well, try something else. The fish, what the fish give off actually feeds the plants, and the plants actually cleanse the water for the fish. So it's a symbiotic relationship where they both help each other. I think, you know, being a school teacher myself, the schools are a great place to start. We need to be teaching gardening. We need to be teaching being self-reliant. Teaching people how to take care of themselves instead of relying on others. You know, we all are constantly taking. You know, we need to be people who gives. People who gives back to the earth, people who gives to each other. You know, and the way you do that is by doing something like this, by growing. Teaching people how, you know, that gets out of that old adage of, you know, give a man a fish, feed him for a day, but you teach a man to fish, you feed him for a life. The same thing here. You know, you teach somebody how to grow a garden, you feed them for life. If you want to be self-reliant, you got to be proactive. You got to be willing to learn, you got to be willing to change. I mean, I can give you tomatoes, or I can teach you how to grow tomatoes. You know, when you learn how to grow tomatoes, you can grow something else and pay it forward, give it to somebody else.